Okay guys, so I'm just going to show you guys how I mix my Masterblend. I have this little cup. This cup is approximately 3 grams. So I always minus the 3 grams off of the amount. And I simply just pour in until I hit about 15, I'm sorry, because this is 12 grams. So right now it's showing 12, but I know I got to minus 3 off of that. So I always take it to about 15. I'm at $14.95. I'm rocking with that. And then I simply just pour it in the bucket. And I mix that first. So I'm gonna go ahead and pause this. Okay, so I happen to be mixing this in a blue bucket, and I can tell that there's nothing left in here of the calcium nitrate, so it is well mixed. There's a lot of different ways to do this. I'm not really going to get into all that, because over here we're just a simple gardeners, man, and we just like to keep things simple. But I literally just put a little bit of water in like this, and I mix it like that. And it really, believe it or not, seems to dissolve quicker this way for me than when I used to put like half the bucket full and then put the calcium nitrate in. For some reason it seemed like those balls just took longer, but if there's just a little bit of water in there, enough to coat everything, and it will dissolve fairly easy for you. So that is our 12 grams there, and then I do the same thing with the other two. Make sure I went blank for a second. So then we're going to do our Masterblend 12 grams. Let's say 12 ounces, 12 grams. So we are right at our 15 grams on our scale, which if we minus our 3 off, that'll put us right where we need to be for our 12. And then I'll just dump that. Okay, so here we are with our magnesium, our salt. I'm just at 12. I'll put it back on there just in case you guys want to see that. Just right at a little over 12. And that is not 12. Remember, we got to minus the 3 for the weight of the cup. So that'll put us right at our 6 ounces that we need for our Masterblend. And then I'll go ahead and just dump that. And as you can see down there, it's mixed. I haven't mixed the Masterblend or the salt yet. Those two you can do together. And I'm just going to do this live for you. And it's going to give you a nice yellowish, depending on how concentrated you got, how much water you got. It's going to give you a nice tea color. And I'll go ahead and fill this up, and then we'll pour it in our reservoirs for our rain gutter grow system. And I am liking the way that's looking, so I'll go ahead and add my water. Start filling this guy up. That's pretty much it to it. I'm going to go ahead and fill it up, and then I'll show you guys what it looks like. Right, and this is the video, guys. I don't know if you guys can tell, but it is pretty much clear. There's nothing in the bottom of that. I mean, I know it might look like it on the camera, but those are little scratches on the bottom of the bucket. That is not any unmixed product, I assure you. And since it's in this blue bucket, it's kind of hard to see the color, but I know the color is right, but it's hard to see. But the darker bucket colors are just good for mixing the white calcium nitrate so you can see it. And then some people mix the natrium gosh, I'm sorry, y'all. I'm tired. It's been a long week. But some people mix the calcium nitrate in the darker bucket so they can see when it's dissolved, and then they'll mix everything else in the white or lighter color bucket so that they can see that and the color of everything. But I don't need to see the color of of anything. I know that if the measurements are right, everything else is going to be right. So with that, that's how I mix my Masterblend when I use Masterblend. Also, as you guys can see, I went ahead and painted the bucket black today. So I finally got around to doing that to keep the algae from growing. I ended up getting a little bit of algae in, but that's okay. You know, I'm not worried about that. I'll clean it out and keep it going. But this is why you want to have the darker buckets that keeps that algae from algae, if that's the proper way to say it, the algae from growing. Okay, so I'm actually gonna go ahead and wipe that algae out. I'm gonna pull this leftover solution that I got into another reservoir, and then we'll pull the fresh stuff in here. All right, there's your color, just for the sake of the video. I'm gonna go ahead and finish filling this guy up.